Good day, YouTube. Tits Beer 120. Okay, we got two products to review. What do you drink? Okay, well, let's get into it again. First off, the beverage. Another one I noticed. We'll put it this way: the beverage is another flavor review, and the beverage I recently did a review on a different flavor. And then, got a chocolate bar here that's special because, well, you'll find it when we get to that part. So, we have here fresh ginger ale by Brews Cost, I guess it would be, unfiltered, from fresh ginger, no extracts, and pain cane, tongue twister type thing. Pure cane sugar, naturally. Separation is natural, shake gently. It's a 12-ounce sugar, 55 milliliter bottle. 160 calories, 5 milligrams sodium, 40 grams carbohydrates, 37 grams of cane sugar, 6% vitamin C and 50% iron. An American beverage, a Canadian chocolate bar. This is from New York, New York. This one here is the Jasmine tea. So you get carbonated water, pure cane sugar, 100% fresh ginger, premium brewed jasmine green tea with filtered water and citric acid. So I should show you it. See, it's got the movable chunks at the bottom. I found when I was drinking the other one, I could see them in the glass at times, but I've never like actually felt them or noticed when I would be tasting them and stuff. So at any point that they potentially the chunks in here were coming into my mouth, if they truly did, I didn't know anything about it. Otherwise, at the time, they were like melted and not noticed because you don't notice them. You see them, but you don't like taste them or anything. But yeah, this is the Jasmine Tea Ginger Ale. And the chocolate bar I'm going to be trying out is called Awake Chocolate. I mean, I guess that's the company's name too. I'll let you know. There was this one gas station one day. I seen a small amount of them in, but I didn't really pay attention to it. Then another day, this one drugstore I was in, since it's a chain of this drugstore, when I saw a small amount of these sitting near the front of the store with their chocolate bars, I thought if it's in this location, all the other locations must have it. So I thought if I see it in the location closer to me, I'll get it. But that drugstore, the location near me, doesn't have it. Wasn't seeing it in other locations. And then one day, I'm in a grocery store, and the one aisle had a little stand thing set up with the most I've ever seen of this product. So I decided, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try because I didn't know if I would see it again or not. So let's start with the Jasmine tea, and then we'll talk about the white chocolate. So this video might have some length to it, so I gotta review two items. Even though just shake gently, I like to kind of shake it up and cook it, even if it's a little rough. Who cares, right? You just gotta move it around so that stuff moves around. They don't put anything under caps, so no biggie. Okay, all the chunks are sitting all around in there. Yeah, you're pretty much seeing it like how I'm seeing it. Camera's not giving you a different color on it. You got, I think, the same color I got, so no need to explain that. It smells more like a ginger beer than a ginger ale, and there's something that I want to say is tea smell as well. So let's taste it. Wow. The other one I had might have had the ginger stronger tasting, but it's definitely there. You can taste the ginger. This one might still seems like a ginger beer taste, but I'm gonna say compared to the other one I had, this one seems to taste more ginger ale because the other one didn't taste ginger ale at all, but this does a bit with that ginger brew taste. I don't really, for sure, I'd like the other one I had more. Oh, definitely, because of what I'm tasting right now is supposed to be the tea taste to it. It goes in there a little gross tasting, and I don't 100% know how to explain that taste, but I definitely know what I'm tasting. So the jasmine tea one compared to the pomegranate hibiscus, it looks like the pomegranate one would be better. But let's get on to this chocolate before we get back to talking a bit more about the drink if we do, because this is a special chocolate here, folks, called Awake. The company is apparently out in Mississauga, Ontario, and they're a newer company because apparently this chocolate bar came out in August of 2012. Um, it was like an idea that had been kind of in the works for, well, there's just these three guys, they're friends, and a few years ago they decided to put a company together and they wanted to sell their product as a chocolate bar. And all the work that they did to try and get it launched and planned, and this and that. And now, as of August 15th, you can sometimes find this chocolate. And it's not, oh, they just wanted to make a chocolate. They wanted to make what's infused in this chocolate. You have 230 calories, 12 grams of fat, 7 grams is the saturated fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 35 milligrams sodium, 29 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 7 grams of sugar, 2% vitamin A, 6% calcium, and 8% iron with 2 grams of protein. Now, what's special about this chocolate bar? It contains 101 milligrams of caffeine. Now, I gotta tell you, eating caffeine, way different from drinking it. Like, I've eaten caffeine, like the coffee beans before, just for example, shot coffee. Ha, I wish I had theirs. Because they do a chocolate covering of the coffee bean and then a coating of yellow candy shell, where most people just do the chocolate over the coffee beans. But that's nothing like eating caffeine, folks. That doesn't do it. Remember, I don't know if you've seen my reviews, but I did the kick-ass balls. There's a cherry and a cappuccino one. Each ball contained 40 milligrams of caffeine. You would think you would need both, because then you'd have 80 milligrams of generic energy drink caffeine payout. But no, those kick-ass balls, you just needed to eat one, and the energy and 40 milligrams of eating it works really, really well and strong. So caffeinated foods, I find, kick in a bit stronger than if you drank that amount of caffeine. Because drinking 40 milligrams of caffeine wouldn't be as strong as the balls are. So this chocolate should be completely strong. Oh, it's a fucking nice chocolate smell. Wow. That's how the chocolate bar looks. We'll break off a piece. That's a good smelling chocolate bar, I'll tell you. Just take a bite. It's not a special chocolate bar. They recommend that adults eat up to 2 bars a day, about 3 to 4 hours apart. Because I guess that's their, I'm guessing that's their claim to how long this caffeine kick should last. Caffeine King, their blog said 2 hours. Because on the company's website, I noticed they had a few reviews up, and I quickly was reading one. Now this chocolate, it's really, it's one of those really creamy milk chocolate ones, not one of those really fancy chocolates. Like this was just chocolate on its own, you know. Well, whatever. It's really milk chocolate rich and delicious, and it's a delicious chocolate that's gonna wake me up. So let's get back to the jasmine tea ginger ale thing. This one of the two I've had tastes more ginger ale than the other. Um, I can just taste some ginger, and then everything else I'm tasting the jasmine green tea. And I'm just gonna say the pomegranate hibiscus was a better flavor than the jasmine green tea, but it's not disgusting. I was just a little bit odd and not the best taste of the taste in there to me. Sorry, I'm not explaining it the greatest. It's a little difficult. And then I'm getting like some ginger burn afterwards. So I'll just give it 5 out of 10 because it's not disgusting. But I'm not big on this one. And I guess I can't rate. Well, I don't know if I can rate the chocolate because really caffeinated food I don't know well because there's a lot out there in the world I haven't gotten my hands on much. But like I said, those kick-ass balls. If I just ate one, wow, and one was only 40 milligrams of caffeine. So this is just one of those solid milk chocolates, and it just so happens to have 101 milligrams of caffeine in the whole chocolate bar. And the company claims, oh, that's and the company claims that the boost you get from this would be similar to a cup of coffee or similar to a 250 milliliter 8.5 ounce energy drink. But those 8.5 ounce energy drinks, there's some with even more caffeine than this chocolate bar, but usually less. And coffee usually can be around this level or a bit more, or with the double caffeinated coffee beans, then a lot more. But it's just a nice solid creamy milk chocolate with caffeine. May not be the worst chocolate, may not be the best chocolate I've ever had. May not be the worst because it's definitely not. I've had some strange ones with like the flavors and stuff. But this is a chocolate bar taste that is definitely recognizable. And now I can have a little caffeine. So thank you for viewing this long Tits Beer Bong 420 ginger ale and awake chocolate bar review. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for staying through the whole thing. You kick ass. And yeah, let me know if you stayed through for the whole thing. Peace.